Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now this video came because Lucy, one of my followers, sent me a message asking whether or not she could fix her cheek to chic blush that had broken and had smashed on the floor. And coincidentally, as some of you may know because I've mentioned it on my videos before, the same thing happened to my favourite First Love blush. And I just want to say thank you to Lucy because I was going to chuck it and you inspired me to have a go at mending it. And actually, I'm going to leave this to the end to show you the palette as it is this morning because it looks fine. Yeah, so saved myself £30. I hope this is helpful. The spatula and the palette, so you'll need a spatula and palette. It would be better if you had those things. But it's about £5.99 on Amazon. I will post the link in the description bar below. That will really help you in terms of scooping things out, and it was a really helpful tool. So I definitely would recommend that. And it will come in handy for other things as well because you've got a palette for mixing your foundations. It's not going to go to waste. And you need a medicine cup, and you need something that is 3 centimeters in diameter, and then something else that is a larger diameter. The larger diameter. So a circular item that's 3 centimeters in diameter, and another circular item that is 6 centimeters in diameter. Just the larger one, you have to be quite precise, but I'll explain it. It needs to fit inside the palette, just snugly inside the palette, but you'll see that in the video. Okay, and some kitchen towel or tissue paper, and a flat object of that size to press. So, and some water. All right, hope you enjoy this video, and thank you once again. I will leave this video at the end to show you the final palette. Hi everyone, this is a video for Lucy because this has happened to Lucy's blush as well, and it's happened to my First Love blush, which, as you know, is my favourite. And there is the pop shade, which has also come apart, but it's sort of almost still a circle. So I am going to try and rectify this by breaking it up even more and adding some water and trying to repress it. The difficulty is going to be getting the pop shade back in the middle and fitting that around. But I'm going to have a go because I don't like to be defeated by anything. So catch me soon, and if I manage to do this, I will let you know how I did it. Okay, bye. Okay, a step closer. This we found last night, which is an old medical tape thing, and actually it fits the pop shade perfectly. Now, I'm not going to be able to use that because the circumference is wider. But it's given me an idea of what kind of size stencil I need for the pop shade, because that is going to be the key here. Okay, you can probably see that we're looking at a diameter of 3 centimeters. It probably doesn't look like that from this angle, but it is exactly 3 centimeters. Okay, I've been round measuring everything in the kitchen, and I found this medicine cup. Now the top is 3.5 centimeters, but the bottom is 3 centimeters. Okay, pretty much near enough 3 centimeters, which will do. So watch this space. Okay, I'm really glad I'm makeup obsessed, and I have a palette which you can get from Amazon, and it has a spatula and it has this at the other side. So I'm going to use this. I'll put the link below so that you can see this. It's very good for mixing. You can put foundations on or mixing pigments. Okay, so I've now decanted the Swish shade onto a piece of paper, and underneath the paper is my palette. Now the reason I put it on the paper is so that that can become a funnel, and I can funnel it into another medicine cup in a minute to mix it into a paste. Now the other thing I need to do is to measure the diameter of this, because thankfully it looks like it's almost a circle. I'm hoping it's a circle, because I then need to find something that is a similar size that is going to fit into there, so that I can, once I've got the mixture back into the palette, I can then press it. So I'm going to look at all my cans now in the kitchen. Okay, I've managed to find a jar of cool mint raita, which is still sealed, and the bottom fits quite snugly inside that and will be perfect for pressing this down. I'm not going to ruin this because it's not even open yet, and even if I do, this cost me £1, and my Charlotte Tilbury blusher cost me £30. So as you can see, I've cleaned it out, and that's what I'm going to use to press. As you can see now, I'm now going in with this side of the spatula and just doing a final chop to make sure that there's no big lumps. Some of them look big lumps even though they're not. So and don't forget, I've got the palette underneath, which is hard, and I'm pressing it against. Okay, I now got my little pot of powder. Obviously there's a little bit that's gone flying out, but most of it is in that pot. And I'm now going to have to play it by ear because I have no idea how much water to put in it, but I'm just going to take it a little bit at a time. I think less is definitely going to be more, and start mixing. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I hope you can see that I've now gradually mixed in some water until I've got quite a stiff paste, but nevertheless a paste, because I don't want too much water in it that it's going to take days to dry out. And so basically I use this eye bath. Where are you, camera? I'm trying to work out where the camera is. There we go. I use this eye bath, and it was sort of 3/4 full, so I've used about half of an eye bath in water. Okay, I've now got the mixture, as you can see, on top of the palette. Now you can see I've not got the cup sitting in the middle. The reason for that is if I do that, then I'm not going to be able to press it. So I'm going to have to do something a bit more fiddly in a minute, which will hopefully work. As I say, the complicated part of this is getting the pop shade back in place, but we shall see. Okay, I'm now going to smooth this out and start pressing. Okay, you can see I've now spread it back into the palette all the way round. I'm now going to place a tissue over it and then put my mint raita cup over the top. I obviously won't be able to film this because it's going to be a bit fiddly. Okay, now the obvious thing is to choose something as a press that doesn't have a shape or a moulding, but I'm not too worried about that yet because I've still got the pop shade to go, and I'm going to be trimming around the edges with my tool. Okay, see you in a minute. I'm going to have to speed up this video because I don't want the blusher to dry out, but you can see now that I made an indentation with the bottom of this medicine cup, which again, there we go, and I've now traced a line round, and I'm going to scoop the middle out with my spatula and put it back in the cup that I've just taken it from. Okay, I now have my crater, And now I'm going to repeat this whole process with the pop shade. I wish I could just stick it in as it is, but I really think I'm going to have to mash it up and do the same thing. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I've just mixed, oops. Okay, it all went a bit awry after this because I started to panic that it was all going to start to dry out while I was filming. So let me talk you through what I did next. So I mixed that and I put it into the circle and patted that down, and then I got the rest of the Swiss shade that was sitting in the cup and started patting it round the edges, obviously to put that the rest of that I'd scooped out the middle back around the sides. Okay, so then I had all that and I smoothed it out, made sure that I did a bit of a really good tidy up so that I was ready then to press the whole palette. Okay guys, I have now put the pop shade in the middle. It's not the tidiest thing in the world, but I am now going to look for something that I can press it with that is a little bit flatter so that it's got a uniform flatness to it rather than it having that sort of dome shape at the bottom of that jar. So I'm just going on the hunt and I will press it and I will be right back. Okay, I finally found something that is the right size. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit dusty, so I'm going to clean it down. I've got some makeup antiseptic spray, and this is going to be my press. And let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, that looks better, and I'm now going to cover this with some kitchen towel and use that as my press. I'll be right back. Okay, so there you have it. Obviously it's not as tidy as the original, but at least I've got the pop shade in the middle and I've got the swish pop at the side. I'm going to clean up the outside with some makeup disinfectant spray. I did do a little bit of an indentation around the pop shade with the bottom of my medicine cup just to help me define where it is. This just needs to dry out now. You can actually leave the press on the top of it, so you cover it with some kitchen towel and then leave the press sitting on top of it, and that will help it to dry out. I'm not going to leave it on for too long in case I then take the powder off, but I'm going to leave it on, say, for about half an hour, and then I will take the press off and leave it to dry out on its own. Okay, thanks for watching this. I hope it's been helpful. At the moment it's looking very much like the Pillow Talk blush because it's darker and it's got water in it. So yeah, that's interesting. But this is First Love. Okay, so I'm about to show you the palette. It has been next to the window on top of my radiator, but please don't turn the radiator on, okay? Obviously I didn't have the radiator on last night, so it's been sat with the lid open by the window all night so that it is to dry out. And here is the palette. Look at that. Okay, obviously the circle here is not as good as it was originally, but other than that it is absolutely fine. Look at that. I will just swatch you some of that, and there is the pop shade, and look at that. And there is the Swiss shade. Feels exactly the same as new. So I just wanted to thank Lucy again, because that would have gone in the bin, and it was only because I wanted to help you that I actually thought, yeah, I can do this. So you guys are great. You know, we all support one another, and you have saved me £30 and my favourite blush. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, and I will see you very soon. Take care. I'm off to get a bath now. Bye.